Hello all, this is me, DOZ101, and I'm here with your 2009 year-end wrestling thoughts and your Q&A. The first question comes to me from my good friend on YouTube, WWE Bra, and he says, I hate to put you on the spot, but I gotta know who's the best out of Gary619, Just Us 2, WWE Bra, ADTV, and to be fair, Cousin Cheeto. I like you all in your own way, WWE Bruh, he does random topics on wrestling. He does reviews. He he's been a loyal fan. He's been a loyal friend to me since day one, and I've always enjoyed his videos. I'd love to hear from him more random topics in wrestling and who he'd like to see get pushed and things like that. From Gary619 Just Us 2, he does a lot of NASCAR and NFL and NBA type stuff. And he does very good Raw reviews and very good SmackDown reviews, and he's very underrated. I recommend people go to his channel and watch him and definitely subscribe to him. He deserves a lot of love on YouTube. He's very underrated, just like WWE Bra. And now on to ADTV. The ADTV, they cover a lot of indie stuff, which is what I like to hear. And they cover a lot of Impact reviews, TNA Impact, and they're very in depth and very knowledgeable, and they're very, very funny in their reviews. K Ross, CJ Styles, and King Fred, three of the most funniest guys you will ever hear on YouTube. Check them out, please. Go subscribe to them, show them love. The UTC, the U2C, the Unsquared Circle, they end up giving insight on wrestling and their thoughts on current wrestlers. I love Bobby Black's True News angle, Wesley White's top stories, and of course, who could forget Anonymous Angel's Diva Detour? Those are easily. Anonymous Angel is very, very good with her Diva Detour. I will definitely show her some love. The UTC also, all four of you guys, in my opinion, are very, very underrated and deserve to definitely be in the top spots on YouTube. Bruh, Gary619, Just Us 2, UTC, U2C, and AD. You guys are very underrated. I love you guys. I enjoy all of your work. So you guys are all the best in my opinion because you've shown me love, and now I'm going to show it to you right back. Um, Bra also wanted to know my best face and best heel of this year. And my best face of the year would probably have to be between John Cena and Jeff Hardy. With John Cena, he had the kids believe in him by saying, I'm not going to give up. I'm going to be champion again. And he did what he had to do. He's basically what I like to call the Hulk Hogan of this era, which I kind of respect him. Granted, his wrestling ability is not really all there, but, you know, I mutually respect the guy. With Jeff Hardy, it's like he's been suspended few times kind of angle, and he's won the world heavyweight title twice. And Jeff Hardy did what he had to do to get where he was at. And, he had a good feud with CM Punk. CM Punk and Jeff Hardy have had a tremendous rivalry for what it was. It was great. SummerSlam 2009 was easily their best match in their entire feud, and that classic TLC match. The highlight of that match is, of course, Jeff Hardy doing the swanton off the top of the ladder to CM Punk. And now on to, well, let me pick a winner first. Um, my face of the year, I know people are probably not going to agree with it, but John Cena would be my face of the year. I know it doesn't seem like I'm covering TNA in this video, but I think I'm going to do a part 2 tomorrow covering TNA for you guys, so I'll try to do that. Um, John Cena would have to be my baby face of the year. I know people are not going to agree with that, but it is what it is. The heel of the year could go between two guys, CM Punk and Chris Jericho. With CM Punk, he played the straight edge gimmick to the max. He did what he had to do. CM Punk, he carries this straight edge lifestyle thing with him for real, and he can cut a promo on an audience really, really well. He cut great promos on Jeff Hardy. He did what he had to do with Jeff Hardy. He retired Jeff Hardy. And yeah, CM Punk, great heel. I just wish they wouldn't have dropped him down to the mid card so quick. Um, but, you know, again, you know how WWE is and creative. Whenever you like someone, most likely they'll take him away from you. So that's just how it's going to be. With Chris Jericho, he'd be my second choice. Chris Jericho could cut a promo on a crowd or just verbally tear apart a wrestler just like that. He can make you believe in hating him. And that's what I love about Chris Jericho. Chris Jericho did what he had to do this year. He is also going to be named in my tag team of the year with the Big Show because they were so dominant, they were so over, and they were a good tag team for what they were. Um, Now on to a couple more categories of mine. Cousin Cheeto wanted to know who would be my MVPs of 2009. I've already covered half of them, but I'm going to say Kofi Kingston got the Breakout Star of the Year award. I mean, look at what he did with Orton. He did great stuff with Randy Orton. The most underrated guy is going to be Carlito because Carlito, he won the tag team titles with his brother Primo, lost the tag team titles, turned on Primo. He's been off TV and he got beat up by Cena. Come on now. We got to do some new stuff with Carlito. He's very underrated. Let's get him to go to work. Let's give him a U.S. title run, for goodness sake. I mean, come on. The most overrated guy this year, I'd even have to say John Cena again. You know, John Cena, along with being the best face of the year, is also one of the most overrated guys, which, you know, he was always kind of in the title picture, and his feud with Orton just went on and on and on. And it seemed to last forever. I was so glad when it ended. I think the wrong guy won, which I wanted to see Orton win and send Cena to SmackDown, but knowing that Vince probably has Cena listed as merchandise man in his cell phone, you know he's not going to go to SmackDown. So, yeah. And those are pretty much my breakout stars for, those are pretty much my MVPs of 2009 so far. I may cover a few more in the comment section as I don't have a whole lot of time left. But I will say real quick, my last two categories for this video, the best match of the year and the worst match of the year. The worst match of the year, along with the worst pay-per-view of the year, Victory Road 09. Do not watch this pay-per-view. I know you guys have already seen a lot of what YouTubers have said, so I'm not going to say anything else about it. Worst match of the year, Jenna Moroska versus Sharmell. I did what I like to call the Jenna Challenge, where I actually sat down and watched this entire match here on YouTube, and I was so ashamed of myself. I knew that I was never going to get these minutes of my life back. So if you're up for the challenge, guys, try to find that match and watch it. The pay-per-view of the year, and I know people are probably going to disagree, is actually, no, the pay-per-view of the year, to me, is SummerSlam. You know, it had great stuff in it, actually. The TLC match between Jeff Hardy and CM Punk is what it's most notable for, and the return of DX. But real quickly, my match of the year in this video is going to go to Shawn Michaels versus The Undertaker from WrestleMania 25, which WrestleMania 25 wasn't that bad of a pay-per-view. If you watch Victory Road, you'll actually appreciate WrestleMania 25. But Shawn Michaels and The Undertaker put on great ring psychology in the match. It told a story. Taker looked like he nearly killed himself with that dive over the top rope. You weren't going to see both of those guys for a while anyway. And then Shawn Michaels' tombstone, where he kicked out, I marked out for that. That was probably my mark out moment of the year, the Shawn Michaels Taker match. It was so great. Great to see Taker go 17-0 at WrestleMania. I got to applaud Shawn Michaels as he's also one of my top favorite wrestlers. And guys, I know this video kind of seems short. I don't have that many ideas. I'm not kind of feeling well at the moment, but I'd like to take the next few seconds and say that I hope you and yours have a happy new year, and let's look forward to 2010. And I'll see you guys later. Peace.